Hey, welcome back, my amazing students. I'm so glad that you guys are here. So on this lecture here, we're going to do a couple different things. Right now, we have been working in the back end. All right, we have been working the back end, just focusing on the functionalities. We have not worked so much on the front end. Now, let me go ahead and turn on my server. For some reason, it's off. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. So as you can see, we have a lot of static data here. What I want to do is I want to build, we don't even have a route for the form because I want to create a post. I want to do that part of the CRUD, create, and I want to see that data in the database, but we don't have a route for this. So let's go back to our application. Let's create a route for the post. We have already that template right here, the new post template. But we still haven't hooked in any of our Jinja code in here yet. So we have to work on the base index and all that stuff. But let's work on first of all on getting a route here. I'm trying to do as much as possible in the back end. So that way when we jump into the front end, we just deal with that. All right. And the way I do it in my code, the way I do it when I build applications, since I already know what I'm going to do, I design the whole back end first. And then I work on the front end. And sometimes some applications, I work on the front end first. I want to see how it looks first, right? You get a template. Usually I get a template somewhere online, and then I'll start putting the functionalities. That's what I do, all right? I don't waste a lot of time with the front end. Anyway, let's do the decorator here. And this here would be route. And this here is gonna go into the new post, just like that. Actually, hold on, new, let's do post and then new, just like that. All right, and then we got this methods here. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use the get request and I'm gonna use the post request. This is what that means, all right? We can use both in here. And this is gonna trigger a function that is gonna be called new post, just like that, all right. And here, as a matter of fact, right now, what we're going to do is we're going to work only with the, for now, the front end, right? And then we'll do some back end stuff. But basically, I'm going to just return that HTML template, that HTML file, new post, and let's see. So if we go back in here, of course, that doesn't work. But if I put post here and then new, right, we get that file, we get that page, that site page in here. And now we can work on this, right? But anyway, we should work on this here. And then once we hook this up with Jinja, then we can do the back end. What do you guys think? We can actually do that really quick, guys, all right? So if we go to the base here, how do we do this? Well, we put this here in the container, in this space right here, all right? What we got to do here is put the blocks right here, this, like that, right? And then we do block content, and here we'll do the other one, and we'll do end block. Simple as that, all right? And now, once we have this, right, we can copy this guy out, and then we take it into the index right here. Now we got to see what we can take out from the index, right? Well, we can take out everything that we don't need, right? We don't need the main container or anything like that because we already have the container, right? So we can take all this off, all this from the top, and this here from the bottom. Okay, and now we got to work on this. Let's come back here. Let me just take this off so where you can see it. You see it? All right. So let me just paste that in here. And I'm going to come back here and the block. All right. Because I had it, I copy it from the other side. And let me just paste that in here just to have the little extends. And then we extend the base, which is the base HTML, right? Just like that. Now we go back into our application, go back in here, and we can see that, yeah, it's looking all right. There are some styles there that are not working 100%, but we'll fix that in a minute. But let's go back in here. Let's see what else we can do here. Let's go back to base here. And right here on the title, let's do a block here for the title. And we're going to say block title. And we're going to close that. Okay, so we're going to say that. And we're going to say end block. All right, end block. Simple as that. So now what I want to do, what I could do, is I could come back into, make sure you save it, right? Go back to index here, and we can display that title here anywhere we want. And I'm just going to display it right here. Display, because right now what we're going to be using is this title tag, which is going to be on the browser on top, okay? So each page can have its own different title. And we'll do this and block here. And we'll have our own title for this page. This is going to be the home page, home. And this can say blog Lite. All right. And you can see it right here on top. And if I go to the home page, you can see that one says something else in here. You can see it, Flask Blog Lite. And actually, this one says home page. And the new, this one here says new post. You see it? All right. Perfect. Now let's go back in here, and in the base, what I want to do is I want some links here. This one here, let's replace this with that with Jinja, and let's do the double curly braces, and let's do URL for single quotes because we are inside double quotes, and then we say home because we have a, that's going to trigger that home function. So I'm going to copy this guy here, and I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to paste it right here, but I'm going to change this to say new post. Save it, come back here, refresh. Now when I click home, let me see if that did not break. There we go. Refresh. All right, that link, we have to work on that link actually. Hold on. We are, okay, I see what's going on. Come back here, new post, there we go. All right. There we go. Perfect. We got this stuff on the index here. Put this right here. Let me take that blog content actually from here. All right. That belongs down there. There we go. All right. So that home page on the new post, that new, there we go. That works there. And it doesn't work on that new. All right. So let's go back into the new post, and we got to replace this as well. All right. So we'll take all that off right now. We'll copy everything that we have on index right here. And we'll take all of these off from here and replace it with that. All right. And then we'll take everything from the form, and we just close it with an end block here. End block. All right, we should be good now. All right, we are in the new post. If we click home, it goes to home. We click new post. We are good to go, guys. Everything is actually working really good here so far. All right, so we got that right so far. let's start working on some of this other stuff on the next lecture, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure. As always, I'm going to keep making a lot more videos so that you guys can be as successful as I am in technology, all right? Even more, because I want you guys to be a lot better than me, really. My job is to help you, all right? I'll see you guys on the next lecture.